This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so the first question we have is, why don't I get an email with my order confirmation and tracking updates? That system is all adjusted now, and you'll be receiving the automated email when you place an order. And once the tracking number is generated, you'll also get that information as well. The next one is, with Limu, we were able to have our new enrollments in a waiting room for up to 45 days. With RX, it is my understanding that we were supposed to pick where we want them before we sign a rep. And if we are unsure, that we are supposed to place them directly to ourselves and then call customer service within 10 days to fix where they go. It looks like the program picks where it thinks it's the best spot. Is this right? So yes, with RX, the system has what we call a default placement, and they are enrolled from left to right. So if you come in with 4 lines, they'll start your line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and then it'll drop down to the next level, and it'll keep doing that. If you watch the XOffice training video that I did, if you set up your default placement, which is where you choose and tell the system where to enroll them, it'll start enrolling them in that placement. But with RX, you also have a 10-day grace period to make any changes. So once you enrolled a new representative and you decide that where you picked wasn't the best for you, you can always call us within those 10 days and we can go ahead and make that change for you. The other one is, can you tell me more about the 4-week rolling calendar?
Hey, Omar, sorry to cut you off, sir. Question. On that last question, you mentioned an XOffice training video. Where can I find that as an RX rep?
Video, I believe it was shared in the RX Nation Facebook. If it's not, I'll make sure that Rick posts it on there, and then we can share the link and have that go around.
Super cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. The other question we have is, can you tell me more about the 4-week rolling calendar with 4 colors? Do we refer to it for our auto ship or commissions? So auto deliveries process on Saturdays rather than a fixed date. The 4-week rolling calendar is designed to facilitate your business by giving you a visual of your qualification week. Okay, with RX, everything is on a weekly basis. So that being said, the 4-week rolling calendar, it's just the visual. So if you're on a green week, you know that your next cycle is the green week cycle, and it'll set up, you'll know when you'll need to place that qualification order. Commissions are not based off the 4-week rolling calendar. That's just for your guys' purposes. We pay commissions on a weekly basis as long as you're qualified. Once you're qualified, order goes through, you're qualified for the next 4 weeks until your next auto delivery. The other one we have is, what is the 2X and how do I secure it? So the 2X membership applies only to your bonuses. It will double all bonuses except your team lead bonus and retail incentive. So if you guys have been watching the comp plan training videos, your matching bonus doubles if you have a 2X membership. Your first generation gets 15%, second 10. So this membership it affects directly your bonuses. And the way that you generate it is within your first 4 weeks, you have to accrue 500 points or more, which is a business level or higher. So it's business, elite, and ultimate, or you can buy it for $150 within your first 4 weeks. So the next question is it a requirement for being paid that you have a certain amount of reps on auto delivery with RX? The answer is no. You are not required to have a certain amount of reps on auto delivery. Your only requirement is to have a qualifying order of 100 points on your qualifying week, and you can use the rolling calendar to know when your qualifying week is. So that's what it is used for. So RX pays on Fridays. Does that mean it is on our account on Friday, or we will see it on Saturday or Monday? This means
Hey, Omar,
yes, sir.
can you show an example of the rolling calendar to kind of help us visualize?
Yeah, definitely.
That would be awesome.
Give me 1 sec. Let me just pull it up.
That's always my cheat sheet to know kind of which week we're in, when's the start date, when's the end date. It's super helpful.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just pull that up for you really quick. Okay, I'll share my screen so you guys can see it. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry, it's loading for me. Okay, so while that loads, I'll just use the one that I have printed, and then I'll share my screen. So let's see, can you guys see that? So this is what a 4-week rolling calendar looks like. It has the weeks on there, and then as soon as my screen loads, I'll share the screen so you guys can see it better. But it's color coordinated with the weeks on there. So if you come in today, which is June 10, you'll notice that June 10 is a green week. So that means that every green week, it's when my next qualifying week will be for me personally. Each person's rolling calendar is going to be different, or their qualifying cycle will be different. And then, like Ian said, that's what we use to know what week we're in, and to see when our auto delivery will process. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Give me 1 sec. Okay, let's do. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen. Okay, awesome. All right, so you can find the 4-week rolling calendar in your library under the materials for your market. You'll go to USA, and then what you do is you go to, let's see where to go, compensation plan, and it should be right here, 4-week calendar. It'll give you the current updated version. And then, why is it not loading? Oh. Oh,
Hey, Omar.
Yes, sir.
Can you upload
into,
oh, there you go. Can you upload into the RX Nation Facebook page?
Yeah, definitely. I'll upload the PDF for that. Okay, so this is
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is what the 4-week rolling calendar looks like. I'll upload the 2021, and what you'll see is exactly this. It's a color coordinated color coordinated calendar to help you visualize when your cycle is, because our auto ships they don't process on any fixed dates. So it's easier, like Ian said, to know what week we're in, because we pay commissions weekly, but it's also easier for you guys to know when your next auto ship processes. Okay. All right. Okay. And then the question that I was on, I believe, was does RX pay on Fridays? Does that mean that it is in our account on Friday, or will we see it Saturday or Monday? So by us saying we pay on Friday, it will be deposited to your account on Friday, depending on what you decided to receive your payment form. So if you go to your RX Pay, you can decide how you want your commissions paid. You can do e-wallet, direct deposit, but you will see the funds on Friday. So that morning, the funds will appear on there. Then the next question is, clarify the smart link and the promo code and how to use them. Also, is the code one-time use, or is it good as long as the link is available as many times as someone wants to use it? So the promo code will grant you a 15% discount for your customers. The main purpose is that to give your customers that 15% discount. Your customer will continue to receive the 50% discount if they have applied it to their auto delivery. The code will be active until you update it or you expire it. And if they know your code, they can use the code as many times as they want for as many orders, right? It's a one-time use per order, but they can place as many orders as they'd like if they know the code. If they don't know the code, then they won't be able to use it. And then the smart link, what it does is it facilitates your customer's purchasing experience by allowing you to tailor or customize the shopping cart for their wants and needs. So for that smart link, if I want someone just to buy the set of drops, then I'm only going to create a smart link for them so that all they see is a set of drops because that's what I sold them on. And then the next one is, where do I find my e-wallet? So your e-wallet, you'll log into XOffice, and then you'll select RxPay from the 8 icons that are available on the landing page, or you can find it under account settings. When you click on RxPay, it'll take you to the available payment options. On there, you'll see one that says e-wallet, and you can, all you have to do is activate your e-wallet. It gives you the option to set a percentage for the disbursement. So if you want all 100% of your commissions to go there, then you just switch the disbursement unit or the disbursement, sorry, to 100%. If you want 50%, then you put 50%. But it is located in your account settings in XOffice. And then also, when I share that training video for XOffice in the Facebook Nation, RX Nation, there is a section where I go over the e-wallet and how to activate it and how to manage all of that as well. And then the last question that I have is the boss automatic when you sign a rep, or do you need to add the boss? So the boss is automatically added during the enrollment process. You don't need to actually go in and add it yourselves. Once you're in the process of paying for your order, when you're checking out or when you're reviewing your cards, you'll get a pop-up that says the boss is a one-time fee, and it gives the description of what it is and what the total is, and it's included in that option as well. Okay. And those are all the questions that we have for today. And Ian, can you help me look through the comment section to see if there are any more questions we can answer?
Absolutely. So the last one that I saw came from Valerie. She says, if new reps have 4 weeks to qualify for 2X, what about existing reps rolling over from Vemu?
Okay. So like we mentioned yesterday with Rick, after the merge, everyone has those for the first 4 weeks. So if you're with Vemu and you did not merge over with the business level or higher, you do have those first 4 weeks from the day of the merge to accrue the remaining volume. If you want more information on your specific account, please reach out to us and we can tell you how to get that 2X membership.
Yeah, and where would they go to see kind of what their current business level is?
So in XOffice, let me share my screen again and I'll show you. So when you log into your XOffice, you'll see it at the header. It'll say your ID, your level, and then if there's a 2X, let me just share my screen. Okay. Let's do share. Okay. Can you guys all see my screen? All right.
Yeah.
So, Perfect. So when you log into your X Office, this one is a fixed that you'll see. So it's up here. You'll see your ID and the level, or sorry, you'll see the rank that you came in. And if you see a 2X, it means that you have the 2X membership because you transferred over as a business or higher. If you have gold status, you'll see that as well. If you don't see either one of these two, it means that you did not transfer over with the requirements. So then you guys can give us a call and you can go and we can go ahead and look at your account and take care of that. And then I did see on the comments from Melinda that the X Office and e-wallet training video is also on YouTube under Brent Palmer. So we'll post it in the RX Nation, but if you guys want to go to YouTube and try and locate it, it's under Brent Palmer as well.
All right, Michelle's got a great question. Can you help me explain the difference between a pay line and a power line? So Michelle has watched the videos, doesn't quite fully understand this part. So Michelle, let me walk you through kind of how it works. Do you guys remember the movie Finding Nemo? A long time ago. And you've got the dad, and then you've got his kid, and Nemo like has a normal flipper and then a little flipper, right? The same thing with your teams. You're building, and in Limu, you were taught to build at least 2 teams that you sponsored, right? You had a grace state, you had a grace period where you could put your people and kind of decide where you wanted to be placed. And in our, kind of the same thing applies. Look at that 10-day window. 1 T-Rex arm, that's right, Valerie. So, oh, sorry. Let's see.
Ian, I had to mute everyone again because there was an open mic that was causing an echo. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, let's try that again. Thanks. So when you're building your teams, and we talked about this yesterday, you've got like all of the cells from your leg 1, okay? All the cells from your leg 1, that adds up, and that's like 10,000 points. All your cells from leg 2, let's call that 2,000 points. So here's how we pay you. We're going to use the same amount of volume from your power line that we're going to pull from your pay line, okay? So 1,000 points on line 2, for example, that's your little Nemo line, and then 1,000 points from line 1. And when we use that volume, we pay you 15%. So you get $150 of that 1,000 points. That gets used up in line 2, used up in line 1, and your power line that had more than your pay line, we take that out, and whatever you have left over carries over to the next week. So Christy, your question is, do you get paid in your power line? And the answer is yes, because you would if you didn't have a power line. So it kind of takes 2 lines to be able to kind of match up that volume. But here's the beautiful part of why you don't care if a line gets huge. All lines eventually become power lines, right? All legs eventually grow to get big if you stick with this and build professionally. The reason that you want that to keep going deep and deep and big, like Gary's always taught, is we have matching bonus. And so if you've got a power line, chances are you've got leaders on that line. And as those leaders grow their volume, they grow their paycheck. As they grow their paycheck, your matching bonus goes up and up. So it is a beautiful thing to keep building that power leg. But we don't pay you direct commissions on that. We pay based on your little line, your little Nemo line, your T-Rex arm. Make sense? Good question. Next question was, what is the difference between reward dollars and e-wallet? Okay, great question. So every time you spend $1 with RX, there's taxes, fees, product. If you spent $1, we matched that and gave you a reward dollar. And reward dollars are used to buy discounts from one of RX's reward programs, right? So you've got diamonds. So if you've got a cousin, spouse, friend, kid, sibling who is going to get married, check out RX Diamonds first because it's literally wholesale prices. And so you'll use the reward dollars, for example, to buy down a discount. So if you had, let's call it 2,000 reward dollars, and you're buying a diamond ring that normally retails at 4,000, you can use those $2,000 to buy down the discount, and your out-of-pocket cost for that ring is $2,000. So that's how reward dollars works, and you can use that for diamonds, for travel, for RX products when we have specials. That's how reward dollars work. Your e-wallet is kind of where all of your commissions and it's really cool. We give you a lot of ways to choose how to pay out. The most kind of common one is to just direct deposit back to your bank. That's really easy. But you also have options to put it on an RX card. You can keep it in your e-wallet and to use to spend on RX products. You can actually pay for other reps enrollments. There's a lot of things you can do with that, but e-wallet is where all of your commissions sit if you don't take them out in your bank in a wire. So any money that you choose to keep in your e-wallet can be used to spend throughout any of the RX shopping experiences, and so you can pay for that diamond ring we talked about, that $2,000, with your commissions. They'll take credit card. They'll also take your e-wallet savings. So some reps will choose to keep 10, 20, 30% of their paycheck in the e-wallet in case they need it for whatever they need to use it for. But certainly you can manage your commissions, and all of that is in that e-wallet in the back office. Omar, is there anything you would add to that?
Nope, I think you covered it all.
Okay. How many items may we purchase from Loyalty Shopping, and how many may we add to our auto delivery? Jane, that's a great question. I believe there's a limit of like 3 to 4. It kind of depends on the product and depends on the promotion. Sometimes if the discounts are huge, it might be 1 per person. Omar, where do I normally see that when I'm buying? Does it tell me, or do I just have to kind of type in 1,000 and see what it lets me buy?
So when you're in your loyalty program and you add a quantity, if you've exceeded the quantity, it'll tell you you've exceeded the quantity limit.
Most of the time, a good rule of thumb, guys, is it's 3. You can buy 3 a month of whatever that loyalty product is. I think that's kind of the standard. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, but on average, it's 3. Rita's got a question. How many levels deep do we get paid matching bonus? First 15%, second 10%, third 5%, right? And what about 4th level and on? Does matching bonus stop at level 3? Rita, I am excited for you to watch my comp plan video training that will come out on Friday. We will post that to the RX Nation Facebook group. That will go through all of those, but in short, it's 15%, 10%, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So there's a total of 50%, which means for every dollar you earn in base commission, there's 7 people that are getting part of 50 cents on top of that. So it's really cool. We'll go through that in more depth on that training that I'll post on Friday. So great question. And we'll talk about how you earn that 4th level and et cetera. But that will be the single biggest form of payment that you're going to get at RX. Matching bonus, there is no cap, there is no limit, right? By the time you get to 7 generations of people who are making paychecks, you've probably been around for a while, 5 years on average. And that 7th generation alone can be worth more than all of the first 6 combined because of how it duplicates. So it's a really cool bonus. Ruth asked a question. Were all promoters rolled over to RX, even those not on auto delivery? And the answer is yes. We had to keep the integrity of the tree. So we brought everything over as is. We didn't make changes. We didn't remove people. We didn't flush them out or any of that. So yes, there is a chance if someone says, wow, I want to come and check out this RX thing. Like, how is it different? They should be able to come back, Omar, and contact you guys and work with you to get through customer service their account back up and running again.
That's correct.
Cool. Michelle, Any idea when we will be able to have a replicated website for Limu products? Maki, can you make a note of that? Let's ask John and Husto. I know it's a big to do, and not only just for Limu, but for all of our products. So we're revamping the whole shopping experience. I think it's slated for October that'll be done, but it will look a lot more like what you're familiar with, where every major product has kind of a landing page with videos, with downloadable PDFs, with content. All of that is kind of in the works, in the pipeline right now. But Maki, if you can get an answer for that for tomorrow would be lovely.
Okay.
Great.
All right. I think that's all we have for today. Thank you all for joining, and then we'll be back here again tomorrow, and we'll have more questions to answer.
Cool. Hey,